Hey, what's up, sports fans? Big D11B here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reviewing a Daisy BB gun. This one right here happens to be the Powerline model 880. You can see right here on the box. And this is a very popular air rifle. I got this one here because I wanted to try it out and see what the new ones are like. I've got one from the early 80s that I got when I was a kid, and I really loved it, and so now I've got this newer model, and we're going to check it out and see if it's still good. So before I open it, I'll just go over a couple of things, marketing things. I bought this one because it is the Shadow rifle kit, basically just black, all the plastics all black, and it comes with the scope. That's pretty cool. Cheap scope, I'm sure. And then of course it comes with some pellets and BBs, because this rifle will shoot both 800 foot-pounds per second. I don't really think so. I think it'll probably be between 600 to 700, maybe a little over 7 if we're lucky, depending on the pellet, the number of times you pump it up, and you know, those kind of variables. But then also you've got a set of shooting glasses. Very important. You always want to wear your safety glasses. You want to have really good safety glasses. I figure these are probably fairly cheap, but probably Daisy gave us good enough glasses for air rifles. If you're shooting regular firearms on a range, you're going to want to have probably higher quality glasses, and they are super important because you never know where you're at, what you're going to shoot at, how it's going to react. Bullets fly apart, they shatter, so things ricochet, things pop back, rocks, chunks of watermelon if you're Kentucky ballistics. So you always want to have your safety gear and make sure you're always being safe. All right, well, let's pop this thing open and see what it looks like. Get my high-speed load drag slicing implement. Hey now. That's pretty cool. That's a lot like I remember, because I just looked at my rifle rack a few minutes ago. My original air rifle is brown. This one's all black, as I said. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's real nice. I like that. One of the things I think that makes this particular Daisy 880 Powerline so popular is because it's a fairly versatile air rifle. You can pump it as many as 10 times. I don't recommend going over 10 times, and people that have put more time testing this will say that pumping it more than 10 times doesn't really build any more pressure, which I believe to be true. But regardless, always follow the factory recommendations and stay safe, so 10 pump max. But on my short little range here, probably won't go more than 5. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. The other thing is that it has the appeal. It looks like a hunting rifle. So you'd see dad's or grandpa's hunting rifle when you're a kid, and you kind of want to do the same thing. And so that's one of the other things that makes this really popular. You got your pump handle right here, your trigger right here, safety on off right there. It doesn't work right now because you have to actually pull the little bolt back. Get rid of this bad boy. There we go. Not the right tool, but that's all right. So your pump lever, well, that snapped in pretty good right here, and it's got quite a bit of room to move, and the leverage on this is really nice, because if you're a young shooter, 16 or older, as they say on the box, you don't have to have gorilla arms to pump this up. It's a really light pump. And then right here you've got your little gate, so you can drop BBs into the BB well there. There's nothing in there. It's brand new out of the box, so I don't expect anything to be in there. But I believe it's the #1 rule of shooting is you always assume that your weapon is loaded, your rifle, any firearm, any air rifle, airsoft, anything that you're shooting on the range, you want to make sure that you pay attention to all of the same basic fundamental safety rules. And so you always assume that that it's loaded. Don't flag anybody with the barrel. You know, always keep it up and down range, straight at the ground, straight up in the air if needs be. Just, you know, be aware of where that barrel goes. So right here, as you can see, this is the part where you can manually load one at a time. And this right here is the bolt where you can pull that to the rear and manually open that bolt up. Oh, that's real nice. Nice little feed into the chamber there. So right here is where you would roll in. It's got a little notch right here. You can roll in a pellet real nice and easy. My original old one is magnetized so that if you, when you pull this back and it automatically feeds in a BB from the BB holder, you know, it'll pull that BB in. So if you have it loaded with BBs, you're going to want to be careful when you load a pellet. You got to be really careful. If you go back too far, you know, pull your bolt back too far to load a pellet, you're going to bring a BB in with it, and then you have to, you know, shoot that BB or take it out and reload it. But yeah, it's pretty nice. It feels good. It's all plastic, except for the barrel and the sights, but everything else is plastic. This receiver is plastic, the stock is plastic, and even the pump handle is plastic. But mine is older, so it's going to be all metal, pot metal, with the exception of plastic stock. So a little bit different than newer models, but pretty nice. You can see the white dot on the sights. That's pretty cool. So yeah. Now that you've got the bolt open, let's see, then you can put the safety on. That's pretty cool. All right, let's take a look inside the box and see what we have there. It's really high. All right, we got the scope. It's a very cheap little scope. Not really much you'll do with this. Unless you're shooting pests, you might be able to hit something at close range, but mainly these are for kids. Kids like to, you know, shoot with a scope. They think that's really neat, and usually it is. And it's got some crosshairs and the reticle there. I don't know how straight that is. We'll try it out. Not today, but we will try that out sometime. So, pretty cool little scope. Comes with instructions, and then of course you get your manual and safety information on this BB gun. And these are really cool. I recommend reading these because Daisy and all the firearms and air rifle manufacturers want you to be safe. They want you to return to the range safe and sound and have some fun. And you know, so they're all about safety. Make sure you read these. You've got your 10 safety rules, and I'm not going to go into them right now. I know them. I'll probably do a different video at some point on shooting rules. But #1, always keep the muzzle pointed at a safe direction. Huh. Oh, it's #2 that treat every gun as if it were loaded. I thought those were the other way around, but that's okay. The important thing is read the safety. And there we go, some glasses, some shooting glasses. I recommend using the yellow tinted glasses because they really do brighten things up if you've never used them. They're really nice. These are pretty cheap, as expected, but I'm sure they'll work fine for today. Daisy, made by Daisy, but I'm sure these are pretty good. That's kind of neat, they're adjustable right there. That's kind of cool, haven't seen that before. Interesting. But yeah, so let's try these out. And yeah, wow, that is so much different. It's really different. If you're not used to using yellow shooting glasses, then it's really different, but it really brightens things up, it clears things. it has something to do with the way the light works, but they're nice. Anyways, okay, cool. That's some premium premium grade BBs from Daisy, 750 count, and I can't read very good without my glasses. Oh, zinc, plated, ultra smooth. Yeah, huh. Nice, not like the old rusty copper ones I got from when I was a kid. Cool, I'll have to try those out. And then, tin of pellets. Very cool. 500 pellets, they're flat nosed. They're just standard pellets. Right there. All right, cool. One thing I forgot to mention is that this is a standard, kind of almost a starter, not quite a starter, but very inexpensive air rifle. So it's going to be in a standard .177 caliber, which is normal for air rifles. Of course, and then you get into a little bit more expensive and break barrels, and they have varying calibers like 22, 25, 30, 45, and 50 cal. And some of those calibers are, the bigger calibers are no longer a pellet, they're a slug. Basically, they just look like a big lead bullet. And, you know, if you think that, you know, these are not very powerful and not very dangerous and you get kind of lax with them, really don't, because air rifles, this is a low-powered, inexpensive air rifle. You know, kids and adults alike use it, but you don't want to take it lightly, especially when you step up to higher power. I saw my man Crispy, he went hunting with an air rifle, and it was a PCP air rifle, so high pressure, and it was 50 caliber, and he took down a buffalo, an American bison buffalo, and very effectively, one shot, one kill. You know, so just because it's an air rifle doesn't mean it's, you know, you can relax and not be safe. You always want to be safe. Alrighty, so Daisy model 880 Powerline. Let's check it out. Let's see how it shoots. I am going to use pellets, and I don't know if I want to use my, right by the microphone, I want to use my shooting stand. I think I do, if I can get it right. Now, no, I can't get that adjusted right, so I'm going to set that aside. Some pellet. Okay, I believe that is 5 total, because I've already pumped it a couple of times. We're on safe. The pellet, you want the flat nose downrange. You're gonna roll this baby in right here. Slide it in nice and easy, make sure it goes in straight. There is a chance, however slim, if you go too fast, you could, you know, put that in the receiver the wrong way and maybe smash the pellet or bend the pellet sideways. You just want to make sure it goes in nice and straight and even. And all right, let's see if I can hit something. I've never shot this, of course, just out of the box, so I'm not sure how close we'll be. Well, that was a good shot. Man, it feels like it's been a long time. My shooting fundamentals are a little bit off, but I am almost in the 10 ring right out of the box. That was really good. So now, that was a little more, I don't know, it was a little louder than I expected it to be. Apparently the safety, the bolt has to be in the rear to put the safety on. So I've got 3 pumps right there. We'll check this out. Make sure you get the flat nose. I just totally dropped it the correct way. That's good. COVID really kind of put a damper on the whole range thing for me. I live in Caronville, USA. That was shot a little low. I don't know if that was me. Or if that's the rifle. So my group is a little wider than I would want it to be. You can kind of see the target downrange. All right, let's try this one. Wow. You know, honestly, I think this thing right out of the box has some dialed in sights. Like I said earlier, this is a not 10, this is a 10-yard range, the way it's set up right now, plus or minus a couple of feet. But 3 shots and I'm scaring the shit out of the 10 ring, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm gonna go ahead and switch. No, I'm not. I've got a fruit tree that's dropping fruit all over the place, so I'm gonna see if I can nail me one of those pears. And I just dropped it. If you're not a little kid or somebody with little hands, you got to be careful. You know, roll in the pellet nice and slow, because you can't really get your fingers in there. You can drop it in backwards the wrong way. All right, let's see if I can hit one of those pears and catch it on the camera. Nailed it. Sweet. Okay. I'm gonna try a couple of BBs. I'm just gonna put a few in there. I don't want to load it too much because I don't like having BBs in there when I'm doing pellets. 5 zinc premium ultra smooth BBs. Close it up. I just pop that back a little bit, brings the BB right in. 1 and 2. This time we'll see if I'm gonna hit a pair with 2. I don't know. Winged it. Pop it in, load it up, and go for 3. All right. Bing. Oh, that never gets old. I don't care who you are. That's just fun right there. That's, you know, I became an adult. I joined the Army and, you know, shoot regular firearms, and it's a lot of fun. And I really, really miss this, which is why I'm doing this now, because it's been such a long time, and it's so much fun. And you know, sometimes you forget. You start doing adult things and you forget to have fun. Take it easy once in a while. And you know, this is a lot of fun, and it's satisfying when you're nailing a target, whether you're doing archery or you know, shooting sports. When you concentrate on your fundamentals and you're able to nail that target, you get a great deal of satisfaction. It's fun, and it's a challenge, and it can be a lot of fun. And especially for those folks that are you know, shooting for you know, hunting for meat. And when you get that meat on the table, it's really satisfactory. You know, it's really good stuff. So I'm really giddy because I've kind of missed out on this fun for so long. Bing. Oh, I hit the little one. Man, I love this thing. It's just the sights right out of the box are dialed in at 10 yards, so that's really cool. But this thing's a lot of fun. I'm gonna shoot a couple of more. So you know, the box says 16 years old and older. If you're, you know, monitoring your kids, you can make that discretionary call on your own. But recommend following the manufacturer's suggestions for safety. And but anyways, no matter what your age is, you can really enjoy doing this. And shooting sports are a lot of fun. Ooh, that was a little bit closer into the 10 ring. I mean, we're hitting the bullseye. I think the BBs at short distance might fly a little bit better, just because the pellets have such a flat nose. But round nose pellets are rumored to be a little more squirrely. I don't know. The flat nose people prefer for pest control because they fly better. I don't really have enough experience to know, but hopefully I'll be doing a lot more of this and I will gain a lot of experience and learn a lot more about these pellets. All right, here we go. I don't know if I missed that pair or just scared the crap out of it or what. All right, let's do 2 more pellets and probably call that good. I don't really want to call it because it's so much fun. A little bit fiddly. But there it goes. Pumps up real nice. It feels tight. It feels really good. And one of the other cool features about this particular model is that it's got this dovetail built in, and this is the exact same design overall that it's had since the very beginning. My dad had one of these back in the 70s, and he let me run around and shoot it in the yard and stuff like that, and I never shot any windows out or shot any cars, but in my youth a few birds perished, I'll say. But it's this design has always been the same, and so this dovetail, you can get a daisy red dot optic, and you can put a scope on there, stuff like that. So it's pretty cool to see that some things change, some things improve, while this thing has this particular BB gun has some improvements. It's pretty reliable. It's nice. Oh my goodness. Need a little more time on the trigger to get completely dialed in, but yeah, that's really awesome. I just nailed it almost dead center. That was pretty fun and exciting. You hit that target. One last shot. Missed it. All right, well, there it is, folks. The Daisy Model 880 BB gun. Excellent BB gun, excellent starter BB gun, excellent for pest control and just having some fun plinking. So, thank you for watching the video, and if you have any questions or comments, please hit me up down below. Do something with the like button, be nice, like take it out to dinner, a nice romantic dinner, tell it how much you care, stuff like that. So, all right, we'll see you next time.